So you've got your Samsung A51, a solid mid-ranger that's been a workhorse for a lot of people. You pop in your Vodafone UK SIM card, expecting everything to just work. But then it happens. You try to browse the web on the go and nothing loads. Or a friend sends you a picture message, and it's just a frustrating downloading notification that never finishes. Maybe you try to share your mobile data with your laptop, and the hotspot option is grayed out. These little connection hiccups are super common, and honestly, they can ruin the experience of an otherwise great device. It's not usually the phone's fault, and it's not always the network's fault either. It's often just a tiny communication breakdown in the settings. The problem almost always comes down to something called the access point name, or APN. Alright, first things first. We need to navigate through the Android menus on your Samsung A51 to find where these APN settings are hiding. The key is knowing the exact path to follow. Don't worry, I'll guide you through every single tap. From your home screen, swipe down from the top to open the notification shade. In the top right corner, you'll see a small gear icon. Tap that gear. Now you're in the main settings list. Tap Connections. It's near the top. Once you're inside the Connections menu, you'll see a list that includes Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, flight mode. We need to go deeper into the cellular settings. Look for an option called Mobile Networks. Tap Mobile Networks. Now that you're in the Mobile Networks menu, you should see a few options. The one we're looking for is Access Point Names. It might be the last option on the screen. Tap on Access Point Names. You've successfully found the right place. Okay, you're on the Access Point Names screen. Now we get to the core of the fix, inputting the correct settings for Vodafone UK. Add a new APN instead of editing an existing one. Look for Add or the plus symbol at the top right. Tap it. Blank APN form appears. Leave most fields blank. Only fill specific details. Tap Name and type Vodafone UK. Tap APN and enter wap.vodafone.co.uk. Tap Username and type WAP. Tap Password and type WAP. Scroll down to MMS settings. Tap MMSC and enter http://mms.vodafone.co.uk/servlet/mms. Tap MS Proxy and enter 212.183.137.12. Tap MMS Port and enter 8799. Scroll to Authentication Type and select PAP. Tap APN Type. Type Default. Type Supplel. Type MMs. Show full APN type. Default Supplel MS. Open the three-dot menu and tap Save. New Vodafone UK APN appears in the list. Make sure the radio button next to it is selected. With your data and MMS settings locked in, let's turn our attention to call quality. Enabling VoLTE, or Voice over LTE, is a simple toggle that can make a huge difference. It routes your voice calls over Vodafone's 4G or LTE instead of the older 2G or 3G networks. The result is dramatically clearer high-definition audio. Plus, it allows for simultaneous voice and data, meaning you can browse maps or check emails while on a call. On the Samsung A51, this setting is usually easy to find. To enable VoLTE, we'll head back to the main settings area. From your home screen, swipe down, tap the gear icon, and go back into Connections. From there, tap on Mobile Networks again. This time, however, you should see a toggle switch right on this screen labeled VoLTE Calls or 4G Calling. If the toggle switch is currently off, simply tap on it to turn it on. It should slide over and turn blue or green, indicating that the feature is now active. Once you enable it, your phone will automatically use the 4G network for calls whenever you're in an area with good 4G coverage. You might see a small VoLTE icon appear in your status bar at the top of the screen. But what if you don't see the VoLTE toggle? First, make sure your phone's software is up to date. Go to Settings, then Software Update, and tap Download and Install. Sometimes, the VoLTE option is enabled through a carrier update, or Vodafone hasn't enabled the feature for your account yet. But for most users on the A51 in 2025, the toggle should be right there in the mobile network settings. Even with the correct APN settings, MMS can sometimes be a bit stubborn. If you've configured the APN as we discussed, but still can't send or receive picture messages, the most common culprit is Wi-Fi. Many phones, including the A51, only send and receive MMS over mobile data by default. If you're connected to Wi-Fi, the phone may not switch to cellular, causing MMS to get stuck. The quickest troubleshooting step is to temporarily turn off your Wi-Fi. Swipe down from the top of the screen to open the Quick Settings panel. Tap the Wi-Fi icon to disable it. Make sure your mobile data is turned on. Now try to send a picture message to a friend. Try sending a picture message to your own number. If the message sends successfully, you've found the problem. Another feature to look at is Wi-Fi calling. It can sometimes interfere with MMS delivery. To check this, go to Settings, then tap Connections. Look for the Wi-Fi calling option and try turning it off temporarily. If you've tried these steps and MMS still isn't working, it's time for a network settings reset. This won't erase your personal data, but it will reset Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and mobile data settings back to their defaults. To do this, go to Settings, then General Management, then Reset. Tap Reset Network Settings. Confirm your choice and let the phone do its thing. After it restarts, go back and re-enter the Vodafone UK APN settings from Section 3. This often clears up even the most stubborn MMS issues. Now that your data, MMS, and call quality are sorted, let's cover the final piece of the puzzle: tethering. This feature, also known as a mobile hotspot, lets you share your phone's mobile data connection with other devices like a laptop or tablet. Activating it on your Samsung A51 is very simple. If our APN settings are correct, it should work without a hitch. To turn on your mobile hotspot, swipe down from the top of the screen and tap the mobile hotspot icon. To configure the hotspot's name and password, press and hold the icon instead of just tapping it. This will take you to the hotspot settings menu, where you can set a secure password. With everything configured, it's time for the final verification. First, for mobile data, open your web browser and navigate to a few different websites. Then, open an app like YouTube and stream a video. Run a speed test using Speed Test by Ookla to see your actual speeds. Next, test your calls and MMS. Call a friend and ask them how you sound. While on the call, try to browse a website to confirm simultaneous voice and data. After the call, send a picture message and ask them to send one back. Finally, turn on your mobile hotspot, connect your laptop to it, and try browsing the internet. If all these checks pass, congratulations! Your Samsung A51 is now perfectly set up on Vodafone UK. If you still have issues, a call to Vodafone support might be needed, but these steps solve the problem 99% of the time. By the end of this, you'll be able to fix these issues yourself, not just today but anytime they might pop up in the future. It's easier than you think, and the payoff of a perfectly functioning phone is definitely worth it.